Welcome back and thank you for staying with us here on Republic. Over the last few days, you've particularly seen a lot of politicians who've come out to politicize what happened in Pulwama. There are grave concerns, yes, but is this the time to play politics? Now you look at this next reaction we are breaking up from the Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh Yadav, who after the Congress party now is politicizing the attack.
जो सवाल हमसे आप पूछ रहे हैं वो सवाल सरकार से पूछना चाहिए कि आखिरकार जो हार्दिक पटेल जी ने सवाल उठाया है कि सड़क पर कितनी जांच होती है और जब इतने अपने जवान जा रहे हों तो वो गाड़ी आकर के क्यों टकरा गई उससे। ये तो सरकार जवाब देगी। सरकार को जवाब देना चाहिए क्योंकि वही लोग हैं जो देश में बहुत से सर्टिफिकेट बांटते हैं। सर्टिफिकेट बांटने वाली सरकार को जवाब देना चाहिए।
क्या इस पर राजनीति कर रहे हैं?
ये आप तय करेंगे।
सर, जब अटैक हुआ उसके नेक्स्ट डे प्राइम मिनिस्टर वो शूटिंग का डॉक्यूमेंट्री शूट कर रहे थे वहाँ पे गवर्नमेंट और
मुझे तो ये बताया गया है कि जब तक उस समय तक जवान नहीं पहुंचे थे घरों तक, केवल सूचना आई थी, सब दुखी थे परिवार, लेकिन उत्तर प्रदेश में ही शिलान्यास और उद्घाटन हो रहे थे।
And our colleague Abhishek is also joining us for a quick larger perspective on that story that we track for you. You know, Abhishek, there is no dearth of questions, and I think the government, the agencies will take time to respond to those questions. But is this the time to play politics, right from a Mehbooba Mufti to the Congress party to an Akhilesh Yadav now?
Well, Deepti, you know, both the Congress party and the Samajwadi party do not understand that when it's about nation, there are certain things that are done keeping a larger strategy in mind. So, for example, when the Belgium, there were Brussels terror attack in Belgium, when there was Paris terror attack in France, as part of a strategy, the COP22 climate change conference continued, and the French showed that, you know, things are normal. They are not going to let the terrorists control their mind space. And exactly that is what is being done in India, where while the agencies get to the detail of the terrorist strike and act, and we have seen how many actions have been taken to, you know, get control of the situation back in Kashmir and to read the riot act to Pakistan. At the same time, you cannot let the terrorists guide the narrative of the nation at large, and that is why leaders have shown how they are carrying on with their routine apart from taking care of the situation. Now, if the Congress party cannot understand that's a part of a larger mind game with the enemy, there is the Congress party problem. Similarly, in the case of Akhilesh Yadav, he is playing politics with something on which his father, Mulayam Singh Yadav, has made supportive statements to the government. So, in a way, it shows a certain friction between the father and son, perhaps more than anything else. But as I said, the normalcy that is being shown, despite the agencies working overtime, could be part of the larger mind games to fox the enemy. And if the opposition does not understand it, then it's their problem.
All right, Abhishek, request you to please stay with us as we also make way now to listen into how the Congress party has responded. I do remember the Congress president initially came to say that we are with the government, we are with the forces. But look at how the mask today is falling off, because Randeep Singh Surjewala now is totally towing the Pakistani line, and he talks about some homegrown terrorist narrative.
Questions must be asked as to who provided the kilograms of RDX, the Mi-4 carbines and rocket launchers to the homegrown so-called terrorists. Questions must be asked as to how a RDX-laden vehicle came onto the sensitive national highway when there is a standard protocol in place. Questions must be asked as to how a security and intelligence failure happened where a clear-cut warning was ignored. Questions must be asked as to why airlifting of our troops was not allowed when for 1 week they were stranded there and they were repeatedly requesting Government of India and MHA. I don't think so. It's sacrilegious to ask these questions. It's actually nationalistic to ask these questions.
And then the Congress party tells us they are with the nation, they are with the government, and they are with the forces. Also, Anila Singh of the BJP is joining us right now on the phone line for a quick reaction. Anila, how do you respond to both Akhilesh and also to Randeep Singh Surjewala? And I think Randeep Singh Surjewala is just taking this entire insult a step ahead because he's talking of homegrown terrorists. We'd almost heard a similar response from Mehbooba Mufti yesterday, Anila, who said that give Pakistan a second chance.
That is the biggest problem, Vicky. These political parties, they do not understand that just for the few votes, or I can say just to nurture the vote bank, or to create a perception that the present government is not working in the favor of our own country and they are standing with the terrorists, they fail the country. They fail the country because the trust of the country is with the army and the trust of the country is with all those agencies who would take care of their countrymen from on each and every platform, whether it is cyber, whether it is the borders, or whether it is internal security, whatever. So by targeting Prime Minister of our country, they are indirectly hitting all those agencies and the trust of our countrymen. So I just have to ask Congress, first of all, and then definitely their indirect co-partner Samajwadi Party as well, that the terrorism and the terrorist attack history is not new to our country. It is not 4 years or 4.5 years old. We know very well that from where and how it generated and how the earlier governments failed to curb it. So if they want that we should get dirty as they are, then we are ready for that. Come. We are ready to challenge you and we are ready to do the debate as well on it. The questions which has been asked by Randeep Surjewala and as well as Akhilesh Yadav, they are totally baseless. They're totally baseless. Okay. So instead of targeting Prime Minister of our country,
all
and
right,
in
Anila,
this moment when whole of the world...
Yes, and I think in the middle of all this, as Netas continue to bicker, Anila, I think again and again, as a nation, we need to remember the supreme sacrifice of our martyrs. They laid down their lives only to ensure that you and I are safe. This includes Netas too. For the moment, Anila, thank you for putting out your perspective. But for viewers just joining in, this is how the Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh Yadav has responded to what happened in Pulwama, and this is how he politicizes the attack.
जो सवाल हमसे आप पूछ रहे हैं वो सवाल सरकार से पूछना चाहिए कि आखिरकार जो हार्दिक पटेल जी ने सवाल उठाया है कि सड़क पर कितनी जांच होती है और जब इतने अपने जवान जा रहे हों तो वो गाड़ी आकर के क्यों टकरा गई उससे। ये तो सरकार जवाब देगी। सरकार को जवाब देना चाहिए क्योंकि वही लोग हैं जो देश में बहुत से सर्टिफिकेट बांटते हैं। सर्टिफिकेट बांटने वाली सरकार को जवाब देना चाहिए।
क्या इस पर राजनीति कर रहे हैं?
ये आप तय करेंगे।
सर, जब अटैक हुआ उसके नेक्स्ट डे प्राइम मिनिस्टर वो शूटिंग का डॉक्यूमेंट्री शूट कर रहे थे वहाँ पे गवर्नमेंट में, और
मुझे तो ये बताया गया है कि जब तक उस समय तक जवान नहीं पहुंचे थे घरों तक, केवल सूचना आई थी, सब दुखी थे परिवार, लेकिन उत्तर प्रदेश में ही शिलान्यास और उद्घाटन हो रहे थे।